Hey, good morning, folks. Welcome to Instant Replay with Dave Garner. Dave is out today. Dave had to be out, so I'm your host, BKP, filling in. Dave will be back next week. We've got a lot to talk about on this sports show. We're going to be 35, 40 minutes, whatever we have to put in there. I can't, Josh is not feeling well, so he has got some notes together on some things happening around Gilmer County. But we're going to have R.J. Casey, so you want to stay with us. R.J. Casey will be with us from Pickens County to talk about the Dragons. We're going to be talking about, you want to stay here because there's a new show getting ready to kick off. You do not want to miss this announcement of our new show getting ready to kick off. It'll be a nighttime sports show. Yes, nighttime sports show getting ready to kick off. We're going to tell you about it here. R.J. Casey's going to talk Dragon sports here at 10:20. So before we get much further, we're in playoff baseball. Josh, give me the champ picture there, okay? The Fannin County, there you go. 2019 3A Region 7 champs. Right there's the Fannin Rebels. Put the, right there, they won against East Hall, clinched the region championship there for Region 7 AAA, and they clinched the top seed there. So we're going to talk about their playoffs coming up on Wednesday night. And then give me the standings, all right? There you go. You look at the standings there. This is how the region, this is 3A Region 7 shakes out. 14-4 right there. North Hall 13-5, and Greater Atlanta Christian. Isn't it good? And I'm sorry, I've got to be positive, but isn't it good for once to see GAC down like in the third rank? Isn't it about time to not have to be second seed, third seed, or fourth to GAC? But shout out, good guys down there, all right? Their team 10-8. Those are the four teams, and Cherokee Bluff 9-9. They are in the playoffs. Now, I want to, before I get into some things that are going on, let's look at Cherokee Bluff in the region there. They are a new school this year over in Flowery Branch. Put that back up just a second, Josh. They're a new school over in Flowery Branch. They're a split in Gainesville, off Gainesville High School. This is actually a very good JV team because for the most part, all of the sports over at Cherokee Bluff, okay, are the top JV players that did not stay in Gainesville. Gainesville took all the starters, every single varsity starter they kept, the seniors and a lot of juniors. But Cherokee Bluff is stacked with juniors and sophomores that are JV. It's really a JV team you're playing that is JV top-level team. So I just want to brag on them a little bit. And everybody in 3A Region 7, you better wake up. If I know Coach Chad Cheatham up there at Fannin, I know he knows Cherokee Bluff is an immediate contender when it comes to football. So I just want to give them an extra shout out. Now come back to the screen here because I got to make a statement before I get into Wednesday's playoff. I want to apologize. Now listen to me here. I want to apologize to all of the East Hall Viking baseball players, everybody on the team. I want to apologize. This is from me, okay, personally me. I want to apologize to all the East Hall Viking coaches and staff. I want to apologize to all of the East Hall Viking parents in the stand. Now, why am I apologizing? And I want to be candid here because it doesn't matter. Now, hey, here at Team FYN Sports, we love all the teams we cover. I mean, R.J. Casey, my God, when he comes on here, you're going to hear Dragon this, Dragon that. I mean, I think he sleeps in Dragon PJs. I do. I think the kid's got Dragon PJs he wears. I know he's got fuzzy Dragon slippers. But the point being is we love all of our teams. I mean, we're in 12 counties too in North Carolina. We love our teams, and we are working every day to cover every team we possibly can in our area. Okay? So you know out there, I have been doing PA announcing for the Fannin Rebels. I think this is year 5. This might be year 5. I don't know. But I've been doing it for several years, the PA announcing up there. And, now up to bat, number so-and-so. Now up to bat, number so-and-so, right? I've been doing that for a long time, all right? So I never say anything disparaging about a visiting player, never. I give the visiting players as much, now up to bat, number so-and-so, boom, catcher for East Hall. Never. The one thing I do is I call a big league play. Now, if there's a player out in the field, all right, and I'm on the PA announcer, and I say, that's a big league play. If it's a big league play, I say big league play, right? And it doesn't matter if it's for the visiting team. I've had a couple people at the home team. Why are you being nice? Hey, no. Hey, these are kids out there. They're playing ball. If they make a big league play, I don't care what uniform they're wearing. That's a big league play. So I call that, right? I'll say, hey, all right. Or so-and-so drifts under that, makes a nice catch for the third out. So I never do anything disparaging where the players and the kids are concerned, and I'm not going to, okay? And I enjoy baseball. I love it with a passion, and I have to be careful with the mic because I want to say ducks on the pond, everything. But here's where I'm getting to the apology, okay? I feel we should have held our celebration of the championship until the end of the second game. And why do I say that? There's a doubleheader. It was a doubleheader. East Hall comes over to play Fannin at Friday night doubleheader. Okay? And in the doubleheader, Fannin needs to win the first one. Needs to win the first one, okay? So, they win the first one. They are the 3A Region 7 champs. And they did. They won the first one. And I yell on the PA. You can hear it. Rebels win. Rebels win, right? But that's what I'm going to do, right? Rebels win. And then the guys all, and I didn't play this. Hey, Coach Stone, you're doing a great job, buddy. Great job, Coach Stone. But anyhow, all the guys, what do they call it? Dog pile? Is that what they call it, Josh? When they all get on the pile in the center of the mound, right? So they all run, they dog pile on the mound. Now we've only played one game. And then they go and take the water and throw it over to Coach. And I'm yelling on the PA and now I'm into it. And I'm like, let's hear it for your 2019 Fannin Rebel 3A Region 7 champs. Boom! You know what? I'm going off on the mic. It's, and I'm getting into it. I should have just, boom. But I'm getting into it. There's a banner out in center field. Now, Fannin County Rebel fans, don't get upset with me. You know I love you, and it doesn't matter. If you get upset with me, you're not going to walk away knowing I don't love you, okay? So anyhow, they got a banner. They revealed the banner out there, big banner under the scoreboard, championship banner. They throw the water on the coach. They are partying. They deserved it. Guys, you deserved it. This is not your apology. It's mine. I'm not telling you did anything wrong. I should have held the celebration because I feel like, the bottom line is, these kids in the dugout are watching this, and it made them look, they're the bottom of the region, and I don't know, it just didn't look good. So then they had senior night, right? And we'll talk about that in a minute. And then it took a long time for senior night because, they read a letter from Mom and from Dad and then from Uncle Joe and Aunt Sue and their sister and their grandma and their Nana and their Papa. They read all these letters, which was great. Grandson, I hope you get through college and get your education, and I love you. Well, I know. You're upset with me now, right? But, you'll get over it. That being said, I love the kids, right? So then we finally get to game 2, and East Hall was noticeably upset with what happened. So GHSA, again, one more time, this is me. I'm not answering for anybody else. This is me. East Hall Viking players, East Hall Vikings coaches and staff, parents in the stand. You drove a long way to see your kids play baseball from East Hall, and you spent money at the concession stand again and everything. I apologize to you, okay? I apologize. I'm sorry. But now when we get back, we're going to have our Pickens County Dragons report with R.J. Casey. And then after that, I'm going to get in, and now I'm ready to celebrate. And I'm going to tell you who the Fannin Rebels play in the first round Wednesday night. Take us a break, Josh. R.J. Casey, he's probably got his Dragon slippers on, ready to go right after this break.
Hello, my name is Chad Watkins. I'm the manager at Larry's Body Shop. We are a family-owned and operated business and have been serving the North Georgia area since 1978. We are located at 1216 Progress Road in LOJ, Georgia. Our shop specializes in collision repair, and we work with all major insurance companies. Larry's Body Shop is ICAR Gold, the highest role of training recognized by the collision repair industry. It is estimated that only 10% of collision shops meet these standards. Our shop consists of state-of-the-art equipment such as laser measurement system, down-drive spray booth, spot and MIG welding equipment. All of our paints are mixed on-site so that we can guarantee your paint to match every time. I know that having an accident can be a stressful event. We take pride in making sure our customers are satisfied with the repair of their vehicles. Our waiting area is clean and comfortable with free Wi-Fi and refreshing beverages. So if you're in an accident, stop by and see us at Larry's Body Shop.
Circuit World, with multiple locations to serve you in Murphy and Franklin, North Carolina, Blairsville, Blue Ridge, and LJ, Georgia. Locally owned and operated since 1985. Appliances, electronics, and furniture. Name brand products like LG, Samsung, Dell, Whirlpool, Ashley, Catnapper, and more. No credit check, only 10% down on furniture, and only $10 down on any new lease purchase. Mention FYN 10 for your special deal today at Circuit World.
We're all about truck discounts at Days Chevrolet in Jasper. Now save up to $14,000 off new Silverados or up to $8,000 off new Chevy Colorados. The new truck inventory is huge, but the discounts are even bigger with thousands in savings guaranteed. So when you think trucks, think Days Chevrolet in Jasper, the North Georgia Mountain's #1 volume Chevy dealer, where new Chevy trucks cost less.
Better days ahead, Days Chevrolet.
Find new roads.
At Ingalls, we have a very special family. A family of farmers, ranchers, and dairymen. Clerks, butchers, and bakers. Deli workers, pharmacists, and florists. We work hard every day to bring you the very best. And we'll continue to wake up every morning and work as hard as you do. This is our town, and we built this community together. Ingalls, your neighbor for over 50 years.
Hey folks, we're back. I'm your host BKP, and we are watching Instant Replay with Dave Garner. I'm filling in for Dave today. Now, as soon as we finish this next report, I'm going to get back into giving you some updates on the Fannin County baseball playoff scenario. But if you want to know, I had to pause there because I'm wanting you to absorb this. If you want to know what's happening in Pickens sports, what's going on, what the possibilities are, what the scenarios are, you can go to fetchernews.com, click on Pickens County, and then click on Team FYN Sports and follow RJ Casey. Or you can listen to him right here on this show, full details of what's happening with all Pickens Dragons sports. RJ Casey's on the line with me now. RJ, how you doing this morning? Did I lose RJ again? He gets disconnected. Okay, put him through as soon as he calls back. There he is. Put him right through. RJ, are you there?
I'm here.
All right. Well, first of all, we want to thank you for getting up so early to be on the show. For you, we understand this is early.
Yeah, it's pretty early, but
Are the Braves
I'm up and at 'em.
Are the Braves on the West Coast?
No, they're in the.
We always got to make sure we don't call you or have you come on the show when the Braves are on the West Coast because you're up there. What time do games finish on the West Coast when they play out there?
Probably around 1 o'clock or so, maybe later.
Really? So, RJ, before we get into a little Braves update that I want you to give, let's get right in. Where do you want to go? You want to go with Pickens Dragons baseball and how they finished out the season with a run against Lafayette for 3, and where they're headed for the first round of postseason and who they're playing?
Yeah, we can do that.
Go ahead. Tell us how. Now, tell me this, and take us to postseason. The Dragons have played good baseball all year, RJ. They've played good baseball, but boy, they hit a tough patch about that last 6 games, 5 or 6 games before they headed into the Lafayette series. Did they not?
Yeah, they did. They hit a little rough patch. They caught Northwest at the wrong time. Northwest had been struggling a little bit, but then Northwest finally found their stride at the wrong time when you're talking the Pickens side. And they've had some games in region where they could have gone their way and they could have been sitting at the 1 seed instead of the 3 seed. But that's how things go, and it looks like they're going to head down to Atlanta and play Marist on Wednesday.
Well, there's not a lot of space in that region. You're 100% right when you look at it. That region, very good teams could have went 2 or 3 different. I mean, a couple games. They're at the 3rd seed, correct?
Yeah, they're the 3 seed for Region 6 and 4A. Finished a couple games behind Northwest. Northwest didn't really even win the region until the final day of the regular season. Heritage had already finished up their region schedule, and they were just sitting back waiting to see what Northwest would do against Southeast. Northwest took 2 or 3 from Southeast, and they ended up winning the region.
Now, is Marist a 2 seed?
Marist is the 2 seed out of Region 7, yeah.
But in the playoffs, they're out of Region 7. They're 4A Region 7. You guys, the Dragons, are in 4A Region 6. And a 3 plays a 2 and a 4 plays a 1. So you're playing Marist, which is the 2 slot in Region 7 there for 4A. Let me say this: that region, the way it looked, you're 100% right. Any team could have been the top seed within 2 or 3 days of the end of the season. Could they not have? Yeah, it's just a matter of how the ball goes and how you play that day. But yeah, if you take one from Northwest, if you take one more from Southeast that they let get away, if they take one more from Ridgeland that they let get away, you're sitting at the top of the region, waiting to play Denmark
instead of having to go down to Atlanta to play Marist.
All right, baseball is a game of somebody's hot, somebody's in a slump, somebody's struggling at the plate, somebody's struggling on the mound, somebody's hot on the mound, bringing the heat. Tell us a little bit. Give us a little bit of Dragon review. How they came out with those 3 games and who you see is really got the bats hot going down to Marist this week. Some of the pitching, break down some of the pitching and some of the things that the Dragons need to hope happen for them that haven't been happening.
Well, the Lafayette series that started off, they won the first game. Colby James, who's a junior, threw a complete game shutout. And then they had the doubleheader last Thursday. They moved it up a day because of the weather that came in. Caswell Smith, who's signed with the College of Charleston, he pitched the first game of that doubleheader, threw a complete game, no-hit shutout. They won 5-0 in that one. And then in the second game, another senior, Will Lawrence, who signed with Wallace State, who that's the same college that Craig Kimbrell went to. He's signed and pitched there. He pitched a pretty good game, had 9 strikeouts. The Dragons won that one in the bottom of the 7th with a walk-off as Jared Whitmore came in on a pass ball to win it 4-3. So they swept that series. Caswell Smith, he can do it both on the mound and in the batter's box. He's got 9 home runs on the season, which leads the team. Brady Moore, who's a junior, he's committed to Coastal Carolina, and they're in the top 25 in the baseball rankings right now for NCAA. He's got a hot bat. You got Chad Packus, who also plays football, who's a lineman. He's had a hot bat, and so they've got some kids that can do some things. And when they head down to Marist.
Well, let me ask you a question. How are they playing on the road? Because I'm getting ready to talk about a team in a minute that has struggled at home, but is I think 12-0 on the road. So how are they doing on the road? Because they got to go to Marist.
Yeah, they're a little up and down on the road. Of course, they had 2 games at Northwest that they didn't get, but they got a couple at Heritage, which is big. That's been a bugaboo for them for the last couple of years. And when you have to go to Ridgeland and Lafayette and all those places, that's tough to drive an hour and a half up from where you are to go play a ball game in the middle of the afternoon.
RJ, let me ask you this. Now, when do they play? Do they play Wednesday night?
They play Wednesday. First game's at 4:30. And then the second game's after that, and then the if game's on Thursday.
So if needed, it's a 2 out of 3 series. That's what they play. They play a series, folks, and they play it all at home. So all 3 games will be played at Marist. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's correct.
And two Wednesday night, right? 2 games Wednesday night or Wednesday afternoon and 1 Wednesday night, and then a third one Thursday if needed. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
All right, well, keep up, folks, with RJ Casey. Keep up with Team FYN Sports, at Team FYN Sports on Twitter. All right, at Team FYN Sports on Instagram, and Team FYN Sports Facebook, because RJ is going to give you all the highlights on this week. RJ, tell us a little bit of, you want to give us an update on Pickens soccer. Give us a little update on the soccer team.
Yeah, the boys soccer team, they've had the best regular season finish of any team in Pickens history. They finished 14-5-1. They ended the season by beating North Forsyth, which is a 6A or 7A school. They beat them 6-3. They finished 3rd in the region, which is their highest finish ever in the region. They had to go to LJ and beat the Bobcats to do that, and they did just that. So they will be heading to Blessed Trinity in the first round of the playoffs, which start this week. Juan Sanchez, who's a freshman, had scored 31 goals this year, Brian. The career record for Pickens soccer is 16. So he shattered that.
Career is 16, and he's
at 31 this year.
All right. Well, you've done it. You've done as good a job as anybody I've ever met that has me carrying what happened in soccer. So I got to give you credit, okay? I got to give you credit. I know I'm in trouble, RJ. I'm just having fun. So let me ask you this: anything going on in the football world down there?
Yeah, they're still doing workouts, spring workouts, stuff, getting ready for spring practice here next month, coming up less than a month, getting ready for the upcoming season, and a lot of excitement, especially with Coach Nelson taking over and coming off of a region championship last season.
Any coaching changes you're aware of, or anything like that? Anything that that you're seeing now? Now, what I understand from the people I'm talking to is everything's pretty on the level. Everything's staying nice and even. So there's really no disruption in the program that I'm able to tell, or any juggling around that would give anybody concern that there's a major change. And I want to give Coach Nelson all the props, but you know what I'm trying to say, right?
Yeah, I do. Is
that what you hear also?
Yeah, keeping the majority of the same coaches that they've had the previous years. It's just we're not going to see Coach Parker on the sidelines anymore, but he's still there supporting them, and it's going to be an interesting season here coming up in the next couple of months, and then they got spring practice coming up next month. They finish that off with a spring scrimmage against Dawson, which they've done that the last several years, and those have always been exciting games. So got that to look forward to next month.
All right, we got to get you a lawn chair, a cooler, and a visor so you can go watch the practice. But let me say this. Coach Parker may not be on the sideline, but he did tell me, RJ, that he will be over at Johnny's New York Style Pizza there in Jasper on show night, if at least just to eat some pizza. So he said he'll be around. All right, RJ, is there anything else in Pickens sports that you'd like to give us an update on? Anything happening right now that we need to be aware of?
The area tournament for golf is going to start next weekend, or this coming weekend, or next week rather. They have a practice round on Sunday. The boys will play their area tournament on Monday, a week from today, and then a week from tomorrow the girls will head out and play in their area tournament. They have to go all the way down to LaGrange to play it, but I believe they've scouted it a little bit where they're playing, and so they'll take that. The track team had several athletes qualify for sectionals, so it's a pretty exciting time for Pickens sports here in the spring.
All right, RJ, before we go, Dave is not here. Josh is not feeling well, so we're going to rely on you to bring us home and give us I know, Dave, every week on this show you guys do a couple minutes of a sports report from the Braves. So let's hear what's going on with the Braves, RJ.
They finished off a series with the Indians last night on Sunday Night Baseball. They're 2-1 on Sunday Night Baseball this year. ESPN's finally showing them now that they've won the division last year. And Josh Donaldson with 2 home runs last night. He brought the rain, as he's known for. And they're off to an up and down start. They've got a couple of injuries. They've got some pitching woes, which a lot of teams do, but they've got some pitching woes. If they get that bullpen shored up, if they can get the starting rotation a little bit stabilized, Max Fried is leading the rotation right now. He pitched lights out again last night. But Fultonevich coming back, if Newcomb can get to where he was at, that'll be a big help I don't know if they signed Kimbrel. I would like them to. It looked like he dropped his asking price from the beginning of spring, but you never know what they'll do, what trades they need to make. They need more than just a closer. I think they need a seventh and eighth inning guy, and I think Josh would agree with that. But it's going to be a long season. It's going to be neck and neck with the Phillies and the Nationals all and the Mets all season long. It looks like, and it's going to be a fun thing to watch.
All right, RJ, listen, I appreciate it, but next time you're on, try to brush up a little bit on your Braves information. You know, brush up. I'm just, I'm just, you know it, folks. I'm just joking. RJ, I appreciate you. We know we can count on you down there to keep up with Pickens Dragons sports. And hey, let's get ready for some spring practice, some good soccer, some baseball playoffs down there with the Dragons. And thank you very much, RJ. We'll see you again next Tuesday with updates on all those things that are happening this week down there in Pickens Dragon Sports. So I appreciate you, bud. Have a nice day.
You too, bro.
All right, that's RJ Casey is down there in Pickens County. And I tell you what, I make a joke, brush up on the Braves. If you follow us on Twitter and follow what he tweets out about the Braves, you'll think brush up. Right, Josh? RJ? That's one thing I don't have to worry about here is you fans out there getting a Braves report. Don't have to worry here. Between Josh, Dave, and RJ, you're going to get a report. I'm going to take a break. We're going to come back. We're going to wrap up with some highlights of some things happening in Gilmer County. But first, Fannin Rebels baseball team taking it to the next level as a first seed for the first time. We'll be back right after these messages.
Hello, my name is Chad Watkins. I'm the manager at Larry's Body Shop. We are a family-owned and operated business and have been serving the North Georgia area since 1978. We are located at 1216 Progress Road in LJ, Georgia. Our shop specializes in collision repair and we work with all major insurance companies. Larry's Body Shop is ICAR Gold, the highest role of training recognized by the collision repair industry. It is estimated that only 10% of collision shops meet these standards. Our shop consists of state-of-the-art equipment such as laser measurement system, down-drive spray booth, spot and MIG welding equipment. All of our paints are mixed on-site so that we can guarantee your paint to match every time. I know that having an accident can be a stressful event. We take pride in making sure our customers are satisfied with the repair of their vehicles. Our waiting area is clean and comfortable with free Wi-Fi and refreshing beverages. So if you're in an accident, stop by and see us at Larry's Body Shop.
Circuit World, with multiple locations to serve you in Murphy and Franklin, North Carolina, Blairsville, Blue Ridge, and Ellijay, Georgia. Locally owned and operated since 1985. Appliances, electronics, and furniture. Name brand products like LG, Samsung, Dell, Whirlpool, Ashley, Catnapper, and more. No credit check, only 10% down on furniture, and only $10 down on any new lease purchase. Mention FYN 10 for your special deal today at Circuit World.
We're all about truck discounts at Days Chevrolet in Jasper. Now save up to $14,000 off new Silverados or up to $8,000 off new Chevy Colorados. The new truck inventory is huge, but the discounts are even bigger with thousands in savings guaranteed. So when you think trucks, think Days Chevrolet in Jasper, the North Georgia Mountain's #1 volume Chevy dealer, where new Chevy trucks cost less.
Better days ahead, Days Chevrolet.
Find new roads.
At Ingalls, we have a very special family. A family of farmers, ranchers, and dairymen. Clerks, butchers, and bakers. Deli workers, pharmacists, and florists. We work hard every day to bring you the very best. And we'll continue to wake up every morning and work as hard as you do. This is our town, and we built this community together. Ingalls, your neighbor for over 50 years.
Hey folks, we're back. I'm your host, BKP. This is Instant Replay with Dave Garner. Dave had to be out today. He'll be back next week. We got some things going on. You got to tune in. There's always something that we're getting ready to do. I'm telling you. So, first of all, the Murphy Bulldogs. Now, put this graphic up for tonight's show. Let me break this. Folks, we're launching tonight live Mondays at 7 p.m. NC Sports Report. Okay? NC Sports Report. What are you doing, McFly? No, what are you doing? I want you to get back to the NC Sports Report. Josh, you got me. I don't know what it's doing, but what are you trying to do? Spin me around a little? There you go. But the NC Sports Report, live Mondays at 7 p.m. Now, you go to our Facebook page, Team FYN Sports, Facebook page. We'll be live at 7 p.m. with Jake West, okay? Jake West will be the host of the show. We'll be covering, we're going to start it out, going to get this thing going with North Carolina Murphy baseball, okay? Their team is sitting, if you want to find out what's going on with Murphy Bulldogs baseball, you go to FetcherNews.com, FetcherNews.com, click on Cherokee County, North Carolina, then click on Team FYN Sports, and Jake West got everything happening with the baseball team. They are trucking right along, and we'll give you a chance to go there. We're running a little late, but tonight at 7 p.m., NC Sports Report launches tonight. I can't wait. Now, I'm going over for the first couple shows because you know me, right? Or if you don't know me, they can't start a sports show without me. I got to get in on it, right? You know, I always got to get in on everything. Tonight, 7 p.m., Team FYN Sports Facebook page, NC Sports Report coming your way. All right, now, Josh, let's go to the championship, and then we'll round out. Let's talk about Fannin baseball here, okay? Let's go to the championship picture really quickly. So the other night, the Fannin Rebels won the doubleheader. They swept East Hall in region play the other night. 14-0 the first game. We played 5 innings. It is 10 after 5. And the second game they won. I got my notes here, just a second. Okay. 5-3. Okay. Second game. So that gave them the championship. Go to the region now for me, just so I can set it up. And just really quick here, the region pick, Fannin County is the top seed with 14-4. North Hall 13-5. Greater Atlanta Christian 10-8. And Cherokee Bluff 9-9. So that means Fannin County will be going. Go ahead and take that down. Fannin County will be hosting. Okay, will be hosting a playoff series against Haralson County. Now it's the Haralson County Rebels. Okay, and the Haralson County Rebels are in Region 3A. They're 9-7 in the region. Okay. They're the 4th seed, and they're in 3A Region 6. So the first seed, which is Fannin Rebels, we're going to have a lot of Rebels, is hosting a series, okay? Hosting a series against the Haralson Rebels, which is the 4th seed, starting Wednesday night in the first round. So let me break this down for you, okay? Let me break this down. Let's see, their standings. Let me go back. I apologize. Let me get back to Fannin. Fannin is overall they're 21-6. In region play, they're 14-4. Now, I think I'm going to do this off the top of my head, all right? They're 12-0 on the road. So they have not, my understanding, region play, okay? They have not lost a game on the road. Their 4 losses in the region come at home, or 6 losses, I think. They come at home, okay? Their losses are at home. 12 wins on the road is what I think. So the point is, Josh, let's do this. Let's go for number 1, okay? Give me number 1 up there. Here's what Coach Stone does, right? Coach Stone makes them show up. Now they're at home. On a bus. He treated the whole day like an away game. Okay? He made the whole team ride a bus. And they took the bus around town a couple times, my understanding. Isn't that hilarious, Josh? He made it an away game. Give me number 3. And here's Coach leading the way right there. There you go. They're all getting off the bus. All right. Number 4, walking in the park. He made these guys. Now, let me tell you, this is hilarious. I love it. This is what I love about baseball, because I'm getting ready to tell you something that I just love about this game. So the Rebels they're undefeated on the road, right? There was a joke that was going around, hey, we might have to play somewhere else to get through the first. I'm telling you, so what does Coach do? Now, usually when I show up there, because I do the PA announcing, right? Usually when I show up, all of these guys, they're already in the box and they're warming up and they're doing this and they're doing that because they're at home, right? They're already home. No, Coach made them. I love it. Love it, Coach Stone. Go with it. It's baseball. That's what I like about it. And that's what I like about a baseball coach. He made them treat the entire game like an away game. Made them ride the bus around town. They all had to walk in together. Everybody had to walk in together like they were at a visiting park. I loved everything about it. Everything about it. Now, give me number 6. This is after they, won the first game, 14-0. The Rebels, after they won the first game. They threw the old Gatorade on Coach and everything like that. Give me number 8. The stands were packed. I just want to show off. It was packed for this game. And so before I get into a quick senior night and what happens next, okay? Well, what happens next is Wednesday night. Give me back the team walking in, just any one of those, okay? So what happens Wednesday night, okay? GHSA, first of all, tickets are $10. Second, they play at home. First game's at 5 against the Harrelson Rebels. Harrelson is almost out. It is on the Alabama line. This is a long drive for these guys. First game's 5, second game's 7:30. Now, how they do this is play a doubleheader on Wednesday, and I think Thursday, all right? And they play Thursday if needed. And Fannin County will be the home team the first game, and although Harrelson, the Rebels are traveling and they are away, they'll be the home team the second game, all right? Second game. And then I think they flip for home team on the third. I think they do. They flip on the third. Then if the Fannin Rebels could get through, and I know somebody's going to say, don't do that. If they can get through this first round, they would play the second round at home. All right, again, the second series. So get ready. You have 2 baseball games at home or, 3, whichever, Fannin Rebels. Now, another thing on the superstition and 12-0. I love this. I'm not going to give the name, all right? I'm not going to give the name. But the 4 games that they lost at home, all right? The 4 games that they lost at home, all right? Guess what? Let's see. The 4 games they lost at home, I wore my jersey, my Fannin Rebel jersey. And they lost all 4 games. So I went home. I mean, 4 of the games they lost. So last Thursday, we played the games Thursday. I said, wait a minute. I can't wear my jersey. I can't do it. Now, I hate not to support the team with my jersey, but I can't do it. We're on four L's with me with a jersey. So I wore my sport coat, a shirt, jeans, and my boots. Yeah. And I went up there, and we won both. So I'm coming out, and one of the players' mother, I'm not going to do the senior night right now. One of the players' mothers grabbed me and said, hey, you see the way you're dressed right there? You need to know, Wednesday night, you do not wear the jersey. You do not wear the jersey. I looked back at the mother and I said, really? Do you realize that's why I'm not wearing the jersey now? We had a good laugh, right? We had a good laugh. That's why I'm not wearing the jersey now. Really? I said, no jersey, no. So they said, hey, this lady said, all right, just the way you got dressed right now, that's where you come Wednesday night. I got it. Now here's the bad news, and I hope you don't get too upset, Fannin Rebel. I went home and I actually washed those jeans and that shirt. That was bad, wasn't it, Josh? I probably should have just kept the socks and everything hanging up, right? Yeah, I might have blown it right there. But anyhow, folks, Wednesday night, okay, we're going to have a great time up there as the Harrelson Rebels come at 5 o'clock. I want to give a shout out to a player, and I'm going to give a couple shout outs, okay? Let's stay with these shout outs. Number 1, I want to give a shout out is number 1, senior Tyler Norton. Tyler, you played with a passion Thursday night. Now, I love watching you play, but something about when you hit the field Thursday, you stepped up the game 4 or 5 different levels, buddy. You did. You were on fire. Now, we're going to bypass that you hit 3 batters with the ball when you were pitching, but it was exciting. You were all worked up. We're going to bypass your, hit me having a right hit by pitch 3 times when you got on the mound. But I'm telling you, you were fired up, Tyler. You played with a passion. You brought it 3 levels. And, buddy, I want to give you a shout-out. Always got a shout out for Chandler Kendall. I don't want to miss any of these kids. Bryson Pack, a senior also, and a senior also. Those three guys, Norton, Chandler, Bryson Pack, another senior, okay, Hunter Gray. All right, Hunter Gray, just playing some outstanding baseball, this whole team. Want to give a special shout out to center fielder Chris Kimbrough, and our thoughts and prayers with that family as he lost his mom, Anna Dorn, last week, and that was really emotional night, Chris. Miles Johnson, I got to report to you, Miles Johnson will not be in the lineup Wednesday night. Miles was tossed. You're out of here, right? Next thing we know, Coach Stone, but, in that second game, supposedly, Miles struck out. The pitcher waved bye-bye. That, worked Miles up. Don't know all the details, but the ump sent Miles to the dugout, and that means that he will not be available Wednesday night. He's not in the lineup. That's a big bat from a big man as DH, but the Rebels will be missing that. Yes, they lose 2. Yes, I was told that he's out 2 games. That's what I was told. All right. I'm telling you what, Blake Rogers, these guys when they play, Gabe Buchanan comes in. And I'm telling you, oh my God, I know you got it. If you don't know out there, let me tell you this, I love these kids. So Gabe Buchanan, number 29, he's a junior. You want to talk about a ball player that's fun to watch. Gabe talks to everybody. Everybody goes up to bat, says hello to the umpire, the catcher. After the pitch, looks at the umpire. Hey, was that a little outside? Talk to me here, ump. Then he goes out in the field. He says hello to everybody. Oh, my God. So they put him on the mound. He is a great pitcher. Great pitcher. This young man's a very good pitcher. But he's got a leg kick. I mean, he sticks it up all the way over his head. And it's like it takes forever. You can watch it in slow motion to come down. Holy smokes. Just saying. I love these kids, man. I can't wait for Wednesday night. Let me tell you something. Gabe could tear the cover off the ball with that bat. He definitely can. Hunter Gray, tear the cover off of it. So the Fannin Rebels are ready Wednesday night. Hey, I'm ready Wednesday night, 5 o'clock first game. Let me say this, a couple quick notes here. We are looking for somebody to handle our Gilmer County sports at this time. We're looking for somebody to handle our Gilmer County sports. And Josh, you sent me some notes here that I don't want to lose, but I don't see them right now in my inbox. Maybe I just overlooked them here. Give me a second. There we go. Let me just make sure. Gilmer baseball, they played at Ridgeland Tuesday and extending their win streak to 4 games of 5-1. They were back home Thursday for a doubleheader to complete the series. They won again. They won in game 1, 4-1. Being honored, the seniors on senior night, they dropped the final game of the evening, 7-3. And Team FYN Sports wishes the seniors the best of luck going forward. They're out. Gilmer Tennis hosted the first round of the state tournament on Tuesday, and we're up against Flowery Branch. Unfortunately, both the boys and girls lost their matches, putting an end to a wonderful season for Gilmer Tennis. Gilmer Soccer, both the boys and girls, hosted the Pickens Dragons for senior night Tuesday. The girls came out on top 2-0 and qualified for the state tournament for the 3rd straight year. The boys had a rough night but had already secured a spot in the state tournament prior to the game. Gilmer Track, the Lady Cats won first place, Region 6 4A, while the boys finished 4th. And boys volleyball club, the newest club at Gilmer High School, is underway with the boys on the court playing volleyball. Word on the street is they had a good crowd for one of their recent games on Thursday night. So there you go. Appreciate it, Josh. Thank you. Dave Garner will be back next week, all right, to try to save the show. He's got to. I get wound up. I'll say anything on this show. Dave, you got to get back. Put some stability to the place. Folks, we'll see you next week. Don't forget, tonight at 7, one more time with the card, NC Sports Report airs tonight, 7 o'clock with Jake West. Take us out of here, Josh.